as you're going to use those for assignments. So that's a really big aspect here. You know, listening, echoing, you know, designing in regards to stewardship, the idea that, you know, leaving something in place, protecting it is really important. These are two elements that we're going to bring up, talking about life cycle assessment and life cycle costing. Obviously, one is on looking at the embodied effects that go into a material. So if we wanted to try to figure out, should we use concrete on this building? Should we use steel on this building? Should we use wood on this building? Which one should we use and why? Well, this gets into this idea of getting rid of greenwashing and be able to evaluate these materials based on air quality, production of greenhouse gases, pollution of the environment, you know, soil or whatever else, right? The idea of also the whole life cycle of a material and, you know, all the inputs and outputs essentially that go into it. So it's a good concept, and it's actually getting a lot more ground now with the rating systems to look at how we should measure materials. Life cycle costing, which is a different concept that looks again at the amount of money that goes into things, and the fact about sometimes the most initial cost material is not the best solution because it actually has a longer life cycle cost. So if we went out 20, 30 years and looked at a product or a strategy or the design of something, it reflects better essentially upon the true cost of that material than looking at it right now. Me going into a store and buying this one instead of this one. How long is each one going to last? What's the maintenance that's involved with it? These kind of elements. So again, we're trying to look at this idea of full circle, long time planning, long-term elements when we're taking a look at why we do things and what we do with it. Here's embodied energy, which, you know, kind of falls on that rucksack idea. Is that again looking at the amount of energy that went into a product? So why would we choose, you know, steel versus plywood or brick or whatever elements that are there? We have to understand that there's a history behind that material. There's an energy that went into that material. There's actually certain types, like again, as I said, I do a lot of envelope design, right? So wall designs. So in looking at wall designs, we basically look at different types of insulation. Can anyone name like at least one type of insulation that goes into a wall? Like a product or a name of something. Yeah, so fiberglass batt insulation, right? I mean, that's your standard thing. That's probably in 90% of every house, if not in 95% of every house. But what are other ones? Spray foam would be another one, yeah? That was what you were going to say, yeah? Anybody else? So there's like